The most offensive Foster's characters. Coming in at number 5, we have Shannon. Now, the only reason she's on this list is due to the movie The Fosters in the Doghouse. During that final movie, many of the original characters are killed off tragically, and she essentially serves as this weird new hero that tries to fill the shoes of those loved ones. However, she will never measure up to their legacy, and the fact that she even thought she could was astounding. To be honest, no one cares about this character. She did have some good material in the second Foster's movie, but her purpose in the finale is just so awkward, it feels borderline offensive. So, yeah. Coming at number 4, we have Big Bird, or the Bird. This character started off innocent enough, a newcomer to town trying to be a substitute teacher for the elementary kids. However, things quickly soured. He decided to be a full-time terrorist, started an underground cult, hired a bunch of minions, and schemed to take over the town for several next seasons. Such a complete 180 for this character. Guess I did it as a jab to make fun of Sesame Street, but it aged very strangely, and it's just kind of weird looking back at it. I mean, his weird nasally voice that we had him as when he was the teacher was annoying as heck, but him being the villain of the show feels very random, and yeah. Coming at number 3, we have Gordon Myers, aka P. Diddy. Well, not literally, but let me explain. So when the P. Diddy trial was at its peak, there's one thing about the Fosters, it's that similar to South Park, we're on top of all the traumatic things in the world, where if someone gets shot, we're going to make a video about it. If some celebrity dies or something, we're going to make a parody of it. So when we heard P. Diddy was about to go behind bars, we whipped out this guy and essentially turned him into that. There was an episode scheduled to be released during the height of his trial called The Downfall of Gordon, but it got delayed due to me moving. So it's probably going to get released in August, and the news is going to be old and stale by then. So take it with a grain of salt, but it is pretty funny. Next up, we have Timmy Foster coming in at number 2. Despite being the main character, he is an awful, awful person. He is an immature, racist bigot, and he just spouts his mouth off and has no consequences. His friends do mess around with him and try to beat him up a couple times, but he needs like severe conviction from God himself. Just honestly, a very Cartman-esque character, if you will. But you have to understand this is an immature 8-year-old trying to understand the world around him. So some of it's excusable, but there's no excuse for just generally being an asshole, which he is. Now, to note, he wasn't that bad when the show started, but he slowly became more intolerable. And yeah. And coming at number 1, we have Harry Monster, aka Harry. The sole reason this character even exists is literally to make the show more offensive. I was outside on my swing one day, and I thought, hey, I want to have this old teacher who talks about outdated things, has very outdated worldviews, just a mean old racist guy, bigoted, sexist, like everything, just roll it up into one big character. And that's basically what he is. He's always talking about how times have changed and how everyone, like, it's time to grow up. When in reality, the joke is he acts like the most immature person in the room at all times. He's always spouting off constant bullcrap about stuff that probably didn't even happen or doesn't exist. He has a very twisted view of the world. He doesn't know what the hell he's talking about school-wise. All his lessons plans, he just pulled right out of his butt, I guarantee you. You can literally see the crap stain on his notes. They're that bad. And to top it off as the cherry on top, he is based off a real teacher I had, who literally a lot of his quotes and behavior are directly from that guy. So yeah, probably the most realistic character in the show, if you will. The most based, anyway. And those are the 5 most offensive Foster's characters. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Bye.